As a young Christian, I assumed that the gospel was just for unbelievers, and that once I trusted Christ, I didn't need the gospel anymore, except to share it with other people. And about 1962, I was 32 years of age, and I went through a rough time. I was serving overseas for the Navigators, and I went through a rough time, and Satan used that occasion to really attack me. You know, who do you think you are trying to minister to these people when you have so many problems yourself? Well, you probably aren't even a Christian. And those were thoughts that were planted in my mind. And to respond to that, to defend myself, I just went back to the gospel and some of the old gospel hymns, like Just As I Am, Without One Plea. And I would say my lifeline verse, if you picture me lying at the bottom of the sea needing an oxygen line, was Isaiah 53:6. All we like sheep have gone astray. We've turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. And I just kept clinging to that verse. Now, as you know, there are lots of verses about the gospel, but for some reason that one really resonated with me. And so I began to realize, initially I thought that this was just unique to me. Nobody else had the problems I had. But then later on I realized that what I was learning was applicable to all believers. And so that's how it all got started. Now, I would say that the depth to which a person appreciates the gospel is consistent with how much he sees more and more sin in his life. The gospel is for sinners. And if we do not acknowledge ourselves as sinners, then we tend not to put much value in the gospel. And so my growing in my understanding of the gospel has really been my growing in my understanding of still remaining sin in my life. And not just flagrant sins, not sins that other people commit that I don't commit, but like sins of the motives and things like that. And so because of that, I just go back to the gospel. And I would say that Isaiah 53:6 is still my favorite gospel verse. There's several others that are foundational, but that one is the one that's my go-to verse.